Dubai is one of the most photographed cities on earth right now, and you can see why. The Burj Khalifa, the seven-star hotels, the indoor ski slope inside a shopping mall in the middle of a desert, the gold souk where you can buy a chain as thick as your wrist, the marina at night lit up like something out of a movie. It is genuinely spectacular, and it's designed to be. Dubai was built to make your jaw drop. But here's what most people don't know, and what no tourism campaign is ever going to tell you. Nearly everything you see in Dubai was built by people who have almost no rights there, and the city that tourists experience as a gleaming tax-free paradise is for millions of people who actually live and work there, or something completely different. Today we're getting into both versions, the visitors Dubai and the one that's underneath it. If you visit Dubai, you will be impressed. That's just the truth. The infrastructure is flawless, the airport is one of the busiest in the world, and it runs like a machine. The metro is spotless and air-conditioned to an almost aggressive degree. The roads are wide and smooth. The hotels, even the mid-range ones, are nicer than most luxury properties in other cities. And the high-end? The Burj Al Arab is the only hotel in the world that calls itself 7 stars, and when you're floating in a suite that's larger than most American apartments, looking out over the Arabian Gulf, that claim starts to feel reasonable. The food scene is remarkable. Dubai has more restaurants per capita than almost any city on earth, and they represent nearly every cuisine you can think of. The shopping is unparalleled if that's your thing, and there's no income tax, which for short-term visitors translates to lower prices on certain goods and a general sense that your money goes further. It's also, in a word, safe. Violent crime is extremely rare. You can walk around at 2 a.m. without thinking about it. As a tourist, Dubai treats you like royalty because your spending matters, and the tourism industry is built around making sure you feel that way. You come home with incredible photos, a sense of having seen the future, and probably a story about the time you saw a Lamborghini at a traffic light next to another Lamborghini. And then maybe you decide you want to move there. That's when things get complicated. Here's the thing you need to understand about Dubai. Almost nobody who lives there actually belongs there. The UAE's population is roughly 10 million people. Emiratis, actual citizens, make up somewhere between 10 and 12% of that. That means nearly 9 out of 10 people you encounter in Dubai are foreign nationals. Expats, workers, professionals, domestic staff. They come from India, Pakistan, the Philippines, Bangladesh, Nepal, Egypt, the UK, the US. They built the skyscrapers, they staff the hotels, they drive the taxis, they raise the children of wealthy Emirati families. And here is the critical thing, no matter how long you live in Dubai, no matter how much you contribute, no matter how many years you work and pay and build a life there, you cannot become Emirati. There is no pathway to citizenship, none, zero. A German moving to the US can become an American. A Pakistani moving to the UK can become British. A person from India who spends 30 years in Dubai and raises their children there will die a foreigner. Your entire life is contingent on your visa, and your visa is contingent on your employer. Emiratis, meanwhile, live an entirely separate tier. They receive free land from the government, free education at every level, free healthcare, guaranteed government jobs, monthly stipends. They are the citizens of a country that was turned from a collection of fishing villages into one of the wealthiest nations on earth without a single generation, and the state has made sure they feel that wealth. Everyone else is there on borrowed time. This is the part of the Dubai story that matters most and gets talked about the least. The system that governs most foreign workers in Dubai and across the Gulf region is called kafala, and it is in practice a legal structure that ties a worker's right to be in the country directly to their employer. Here's how it works. You come to Dubai on a work visa that is sponsored by your employer. If you want to change jobs, your employer has to approve it. If you want to leave the country, in some cases, your employer has to approve it. If your employer decides to cancel your visa for any reason or no reason, you can be deported. Not fired, deported. For white-collar expats from Western countries, this is an abstraction. Their employers are companies with legal teams and HR departments, and the kafala system mostly functions in the background. They can leave relatively freely, find new jobs, and negotiate their terms. For the millions of low-wage migrant workers who build the buildings and clean the hotels and work in private rooms, it's a completely different reality. Many of these workers arrive having paid recruitment fees of thousands of dollars back home just to secure the job. They arrive in debt before they've earned a single paycheck. Then they find the job is different from what was promised. Lower pay, longer hours, worse conditions. But they can't leave. They can't afford to go home and lose everything they borrowed to get there. And they can't leave without their employer's sign-off. Passport confiscation is illegal in the UAE. It happens anyway, widely and routinely. because when your employer holds your passport, you go nowhere. The construction workers who built the Burj Khalifa lived in labor camps outside the city, often 10 to 12 men sharing a room. They worked in temperatures that regularly hit 45 degrees Celsius, 113 degrees Fahrenheit in the direct sun. There is a mandated midday break for outdoor workers during the summer months, which sounds like a protection until you learn that enforcement is inconsistent and workers who complain risk losing their jobs and therefore their right to be in the country. These are the people who made Dubai possible. They are almost entirely invisible to the tourists walking through the lobby of the hotel they built. Beyond the labor system, there's a set of laws that shape life in Dubai in ways that visitors almost never encounter because tourists are largely shielded from them, but that residents navigate constantly. Freedom of speech does not exist. The UAE has a cybercrime law that allows for imprisonment of up to 3 years for any online post deemed to damage social peace or harm the reputation of the state. People have been arrested for tweets, for WhatsApp messages, for Instagram posts criticizing government policy. Foreigners have been deported mid-visit for things they posted from thousands of miles away before they've arrived. You do not criticize the government. You do not criticize the ruling family. You do not publicly question the system. Residents learn this quickly. LGBTQ+ relationships are criminalized. Same-sex relations can result in imprisonment and deportation. For queer expats, and there are many, because Dubai's economic pull is strong, this means living a private life that would be entirely illegal if made public. And then there's the practical reality of what life costs. Dubai sells itself partly on the no income tax premise. What it doesn't advertise is that private school for your children, because the free public system is for Emiratis, can cost $20,000 to $40,000 a year. Healthcare is not free for expats, and private coverage is expensive. Housing in desirable areas of Dubai has gotten extraordinarily costly as the city's international profile has risen. The tax savings can evaporate quickly when you add it all up. The expat life in Dubai, for many people, is a specific transaction. You earn well, you save well, you enjoy the lifestyle, and you never forget that you are a guest who can be asked to leave at any moment with no recourse. Dubai is extraordinary. I want to be clear about that, because the experience tourists have there is genuinely unlike anywhere else on Earth. But the version of Dubai that gets photographed and shared and turned into content, the gleaming, impossible skyline, the tax-free luxury, the sense that you're in the future, that version was built by a system that most of its beneficiaries never have to look directly at. The workers came from countries that had less to offer. The city was built for a wealthy global class that moves through it freely. And the people who made it possible, who are still making it possible every day, live in it on completely different terms without the option of becoming part of it no matter how long they stay. That's worth knowing, whether you're visiting, thinking about moving there for work, or just trying to understand what the world actually looks like underneath its most photogenic surfaces. Drop your Dubai experiences in the comments. Visitor, expat, someone who's lived there long term. I genuinely want to hear what it was like for you. And subscribe if you want more videos that show both sides of places that the internet makes look perfect.